everyone. Yes, it is Monday. It is the 12th of June. And that means it's time, once again, since it's 7 p.m. Mountain, for the Big Geeks Who Drink Pub Quiz right here on the Twitch Virtual Edition. Pub Quiz. I am Derek Knights. I will be your host. And, yeah, I saw in chat that... I remember now. I remember that last time I hosted, I promised that I would have an orange whip. I would be drinking an orange whip during the show. Don't ever let anyone tell you that I'm a man of my word. Because what happened was I bought components and then they went bad. I didn't check the dates. I'm a fool, is what I'm telling you. So instead, I literally have expired modeling glue. That's all I have. I'm just drinking expired modeling glue in lieu of an orange whip. But next time. So Vaz, yes, go Abs. There's always next year. Hey, yeah, we've got all kinds of people in the chat doing stuff. Jerry-oki is out there, so if you want somebody to score your quiz, I'm sure Jerry-oki will drop his details into chat and make it happen. But yeah, we've got a full 7-round quiz for you tonight. 3 of the rounds are going to be worth 16. Most of the rounds worth 8, but 3 of the rounds are going to be worth 16 points. That, of course, is round 2, the audio round, round 6, and the final random knowledge, round 7. So when you use that joker, make sure that it's in one of those 3 16-point rounds. Either round 2, the audio round, round 6, a double-point round, or that final round, random knowledge, which happens 7th. So don't use new components next time, Derek. Buy new ones, because these ones will still be expired. I am going to set a reminder, R2VQ, so that the next time I host, I will have fresh components. And I will make a fresh orange whip. Orange whip. I will have an orange whip next time. I know. But yeah, I got a hood ornament. Mike, Captain Dabby said, this is actually a strange microphone for me to be using. This is what looks like a 1948 or 49 Turner 34X. And I'll show you this. Got the classic Turner fin. It's got a whole lot of cool to the body. I did replace the silks with a nice bright red silk. And because it's a 34X, that means that it originally had a crystal element. So there's no effing way that it would still sound like it sounded when it rolled off the assembly line. That crystal died years ago. I replaced it with a modern dynamic element. So this is basically just an electro voice modern mic in a 1948 Turner body. But, full of lies. But it looks cool, and it probably sounds fine. I just wanted to give this thing a test run. Looks good on the outside, sounds good on the inside. I'll go with it. Anyway, we've got some Hype Train is close. Sub gift or use bits to start that thing. And speaking of starting, why don't we get started with the actual quiz? We're going to get started where we usually do. That's a round number 1. Round 1 tonight is called I'm Hangry for Brunch. It's called that because this is a round on the origins of portmanteaus. Like hangry or brunch. They're words that take the sound and meaning from 2 other words and smash them together. You're going to do great because you're all very smart. Question number 1. Number 1, you press up to ruminate and down to smoke in Onwiji, a parody video game starring which Mario brother? Question number 1, you press up to ruminate and down to smoke in Onwiji, a parody video game starring which Mario brother? Round on the origins of portmanteaus. Here's question number 2. Number 2, the word Brainiac may have debuted in DC Comics as a mechanical nemesis for what Goody Red shoes? Question number 2, the word Brainiac may have debuted in DC Comics as a mechanical nemesis for what goody red shoes? I'm hangry for brunch, and we're at question number 3. Number 3, sildenafil wasn't sexy enough, so Pfizer combined a famous waterfall with virility to get the name of what pill? Question number 3, once again, sildenafil wasn't sexy enough, so Pfizer combined a famous waterfall with virility to get the name of what pill? Round 1, we've got Metal Yoga Head just made it. Chat says, sorry I'm late. Y'all picked up some cat food from a neighbor and some art to boot. What art did you get, Metal Yoga Head? We're in round 1, question number 4. Number 4, the founders of Yelp blended help with what book that was used to find plumbers before the coming of the blessed internet? Question number 4, once again, the founders of Yelp blended help with what book that was used to find plumbers before the coming of the blessed internet? I always like when somebody throws a long string of words that I don't know what they mean at me and then says, look it up. Like I'm going to retype that. Anyway, round 1, question number 5. Number 5, the original Gerrymander cartoon showed a monster made of Lynn, Salem, Marblehead, and some other towns in what New England state? Question number 5, the original Gerrymander cartoon showed a monster made of Lynn, Salem, Marblehead, and some other towns in what New England state? Number 1, question number 6. We are at question 6. The French for velvet and hook gets us what handy brand name that helps us fasten our super cool new Batman sneak? Question number 6. The French for velvet and hook gets us what handy brand name that helps us fasten our super cool new Batman sneaks? Number 1, I'm hangry for brunch. This is around on the origin of portmanteaus, which of course are 2 words that we then combine both the sound and the meaning to make a whole new word. And we're at question 7. Number 7, ampersand was originally 2 ands sandwiching what fancy Latin phrase that means by or in itself? Question number 7, ampersand was originally 2 ands sandwiching what fancy Latin phrase that means by or in itself? Round number 1, question number 8. Number 8, neither Shirley Temple nor Roy Rogers had hit the big time in 1916 when we saw the first use of what term for a boozeless bar drink? Question number 8, once again, neither Shirley Temple nor Roy Rogers had hit the big time in 1916 when we saw the first use of what term for a boozeless bar drink? a cat uncle is better than not getting to be around cats at all. Being a cat uncle is pretty cool. I used to have cats, but then, animals die, and I don't like that sadness part of life, so I don't have any cats now, but I do have a cat I can hang out with, a couple of cats I can hang out with on a regular basis, so I guess maybe I'm their cat uncle. Either way, we are in round one, but the questions proper are done. And that means we get to move on to the first bonus question of the evening. The way this works is you're going to put the answer preceded by an exclamation point in the chat, and then all those entries will go into a drawing, and somebody's going to win $5 in credit at the end of the night. Somebody's going to win a big old swag box. So, let's get that started. And it's going to be an author, and we'll just use the last name. All right? We're going to do that twice tonight, so keep that in mind. But anyway, here's that bonus question. We're all mad here. Slithy, Mimsy, and Frabjou are just a handful of the portmanteaus coined by what author who also created the word portmanteau in this sense of that word? Once again, we're all mad here. Slithy, Mimsy, and Frabjou are just a handful of the portmanteaus coined by what author who also created the word portmanteau? Exclamation point and that author's last name spelled correctly in the chat is going to get you an entry into the drawing. Maybe you're going to win some credit at our store and or a big old swag box. That's pretty great, right? Yeah, it is. Cool. Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to get that all in. And here in a bit, I'll come back and let you know what the actual answers for this round were. Exclamation point, that author's last name spelled correctly in the chat. R2VQ, I applaud the effort, but, you knew what I meant. You knew. You absolutely knew. Anyway, we're going to move on to the answers for this first round of quiz. Question number 1, you press up to ruminate and down to smoking on Ouija, a parody video game starring, Luigi. It's me, sad Luigi. Sad to be Green Mario all the time. Oh, I don't know why he's Irish all of a sudden, but he is. Anyway, number 2. The word Brainiac may have debuted in DC Comics as a mechanical nemesis for the goody red shoes hero Superman. That's Superman. At number 2. Number 3. Sildenafil wasn't sexy enough, so Pfizer combined the name of a famous waterfall with virility to get Viagra. Of course, that famous waterfall is Niagara. They wanted to create a Niagara Falls of lovemaking with this pill. Actually, originally, they wanted to help heart patients. And then when they found out that it produced boners, they're like, man, people are going to pay a lot more for this. Let's call it Niagara Virility. And they did. Question number 4. The founders of Yelp blended help with the book that was used to find plumbers before the coming of the blessed internet. That, of course, is Yellow Pages. It's the Yellow Pages at number 4. Number 5. The original gerrymander cartoon showed a monster made of Lynn and Salem and Marblehead and a bunch of other towns in Massachusetts. Massachusetts, the origination of the gerrymandered political district, or at the very least, the first called out gerrymandered political district. Number 6. Jewish Viking. Making funny jokes in chat. Number 6, the French for velvet and hook gets us what handy brand name that helps us fasten our super cool new Batman sneaks? That, of course, is Velcro. Velcro at number 6. Number 7, ampersand was originally 2 ands sandwiching what fancy Latin phrase that means by or in itself? That is per se. Am, per se, and. Am, per se, and. Isn't that great? So, let's see if I've got that correct. I've got a winner picked, but I've got to find out if it's somebody that... Hang on. Anyway, doesn't matter. Number 8. Neither Shirley Temple nor Roy Rogers had hit the big time in 1916 when we saw the first use of mocktail. Mocktail is the question, or the answer to this particular question. There we go. I don't know what's going on with this. Oh. No, that's it. Cool. Well, let me do some searching around. Streamlabs likes to change the interface every now and then. And so I'm always like, okay, well, that's great. But I also need to be able to move around. Thanks, Streamlabs. Okay. Hang on. Oh, my God. I know. You know what? Heck with it. This is just it's going on too long. Let's go on to that bonus. Giving you too much of a peek behind the curtain of what an imbecile I am. But somebody's going to win at least $5 in credit at our Geeks Who Drink Shopatorium. And we'll find out who that is in just a bit. All right, we're all mad here. Slithy Mimsy and Frabjou are just a handful of portmanteaus coined by Lewis Carroll. You just had to put Carroll. And there you go. Round 2 is the first 16-point round of the evening. And it is the audio round for the evening. And, let's find out together what it is. It's called a No Time Rock and Roll because it's Button Battery Awareness Day. So here's some songs about other things we don't recommend you swallow. Let's name the artists and the song titles. Interesting theme given the Niagara Falls of lovemaking we just talked about. But anyway, 16 points are possible. It's 1 point for the artist, 1 point for the title of each song.
Baby, come on.
Round 2, here's song number 2.
Wasting another night on planning my revenge. 1 in 10. 1 in 10. 1 in 10. Don't wanna be.
Songs about stuff we don't recommend you swallow. Here is song number 3.
I think that we should get together and try them out to see. I've been looking around a while. You got something for me. Oh, I got a brand new pair of roller skates.
1 point for title, 1 point for artist. Round 2, song 4.
Prepare for the burial. Burberry band, got Burberry tennis shoes. I got the sweater, probably I'ma finish you. I am an octopus, I cannot breathe without water, so I put diamonds on my tentacles. How are you stopping us? That's not topping us. You know I had to cup that shit, bitch, by the two. Blood in my chakra. I would not pop a chip. Put money on my ear just for your album, bro. Tell me, little boy, if it's beef, I can chop.
16 points on the line in round 2. Here's song number 5.
If you only knew what the future holds after a hurricane comes a rainbow, maybe a reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road.
1 point for title, 1 point for artist. Round number 2. Here's song number 6.
Close your eyes, give me your hand. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same?
Round 2. Here's song number 7.
Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
Don't swallow this stuff. Round 2. Here's song 8.
And she'll tease you, she'll unease you, all the better just to please you. She's precocious, and she knows just what it takes to make a pro blush.
All right, you're going to hear these songs one more time. I'm going to leave you alone for the second go-round. Just remember, title and artist. Second time around, here's song 1.
Baby, come on. Until the sunlight, take this dream, the best I've ever known. Dancing in the moonlight.
something for me. Oh, I got a brand new pair of roller skates.
Prepare for the burial. Burberry band, got Burberry tennis shoes. I got the sweater, probably I'ma finish you. I am an octopus, I cannot breathe without water, so I put diamonds on my tentacles. How are you stopping us? There's not topping us. You know I had to cup that shit, bitch, by the two. Blood in my chakra. I would not pop a chip, put money on my ear just for your album, bro. Tell me, little boy, if it's beef, I can chop.
If you only knew what the future holds, after a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe a reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road.
Close your eyes, give me your hand. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same?
Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
And she'll tease you, she'll unease you, all the better just to please you. She's precocious, and she knows just what it takes to make a problem.
Hey, there it is, round number 2. And since there is some, maybe not completely serious questions in the chat, but anytime we do a round 2 and we say name titles and artists, it's always the performing artist. And at least in the case of number 3, that's the highest charting version of that song. And it was a hit in the 70s. Granted, before most of you were born, maybe, but still highest charting version. If we say original artist, we're asking for either whoever, did it originally, or who had the most highest charting hit. But usually we're also much more careful about the songs we put in original artist cover rounds. But yeah, anytime we say give us title and artist, it's going to be the performing artist. You know that. You all know this. I am just preaching to the choir. You're the choir. I'm preaching to you. You know all this. You're good quizzers. Oh, hello. We're back. Hope you enjoyed your 3-minute break. But it's over. Everything has to come to an end eventually, and that break is done. But that means we get to move on with the rest of the quiz. And it also means that we are going to move on to answers for round 2. Let's take a look at those together. Number 1, Domino by Jessie J. You don't want to swallow a domino. Don't be a fool. Number 2, don't swallow a monkey wrench. You'll end up in the hospital. That is Foo Fighters.
I've been
Number 3,
around a while.
this is Brand New Key, and this was by Melanie in the 70s. Big hit in the 70s from Melanie. Number 4, New Patek, Lil Uzi Vert. Don't swallow New Patek. Swallow Old Patek. Number 5, Firework by Katy Perry. Don't swallow a firework. You just die. You don't die.
Your eyes,
Number 6,
give me your hand.
Eternal Flame, Bangles. That's the Bangles, by the way. And Bangles is fine too. Number 7, Wagon Wheel, Darius Rucker. And number 8, Betty Davis Eyes by Kim Carnes. And no, you really wouldn't want to swallow Betty Davis's eyes. It would just talk about how unsettling that would be. I mean, how unsettling would that be? It would be very unsettling to swallow. Just Betty Davis's eyes. Leave them in her face, in her skull. Leave them in her skull. And Metal Yoga Head was saying the artist that they were thinking of was Rasputina, which I'll tell you what. I actually have some Rasputina in my playlist that I run around with in the car. They've got a really cool sound, but weirdly, that's not one of the covers that I have. So I'm going to go look for that because I think they would probably do a really good job with that. We'll find out. We'll find out when I find it. Anyway, see y'all. Yes, 2 perfect 7-point rounds so far for the great Gabo. Yeah, good job. Good job, Gabo. That means we get to move on to round number 3. Round 3 tonight is called Mad Money. This is a multiple choice round on anger and coins. Anger and coins in round 3. Here is question 1. Number 1, who voiced the hero Red in the Angry Birds film? Is that Jason Statham or Jason Sudeikis? Question number 1, who voiced the hero Red in the Angry Birds film? Is that Jason Statham or Jason Sudeikis? Round 3, question number 2. Number 2, what's the value of the most valuable coin in the Eurozone, which is a real place? 2 euros or 5 euros? Question number 2, once again, what's the value of the most valuable coin in the Eurozone? 2 euros or 5 euros? Okay, Gabo, I smirked and almost laughed at Nupismatist. Pretty funny. Pretty fun puns right there. And yeah, we're in round 3, Mad Money, about anger and coins, the Nupismatist round. Here's question number 3. Which literary heroine owns a convenient suitcase of gold coins that she uses to pay for everything? Is that Anne of Green Gables or Pippi Longstocking? Question number 3, which literary heroine owns a convenient suitcase of gold coins that she uses to pay for everything? Anne of Green Gables or Pippi Longstocking? Round 3, Mad Money, question number 4. Number 4, if your penny has an S mint mark, that means it was produced in San Antonio or San Francisco. Question number 4, if your penny has an S mint mark, that means it was produced in San Antonio or San Francisco. San Antonio or San Francisco. Pick one. Round 3, Mad Money, question number 5. Number 5, Selective Outrage is Chris Rock's latest stand-up special. Yes or no, did he go into the whole Will Smith slap thing? Question number 5, Selective Outrage is Chris Rock's latest stand-up special. Yes or no, did he go into the whole Will Smith slap thing in that special? It's a multiple choice round on anger and coins, something we all have in our back pocket, I'm sure. We're at question number 6. Number 6, the Malice at the Palace was a big old 2004 brawl during a home game for which NBA team, the Heat or the Pistons? Question number 6, the Malice at the Palace was a big old 2004 brawl during a home game for which NBA team, Heat or Pistons? Speaking of NBA, Heat are currently ahead of the Nuggets by a tad in quarter 2. Of course, that'd be nice to see the Nuggets close it out tonight. That'd be cool. Here's number 7. Which book of Judeo-Christian scripture involves pouring 7 bowls of wrath on the world? Genesis or Revelation? Question number 7. Which book of Judeo-Christian scripture involves pouring 7 bowls of wrath on the world? Is that Genesis or Revelation? round 3. It's a multiple choice round on anger and coins. I'm surprisingly calm. It's question 8. Number 8, in World of Warcraft, 1 gold coin is worth how many copper? 100 or 10,000? Question number 8, in World of Warcraft, 1 gold coin is worth how many copper? 100 or 10,000? Is the problem, Luxdine. The bowls of wrath taste amazing, but 7 is way over the recommended daily allowance. Bowls of wrath. Tastes like popcorn. Popcorn. Anyway, that is it for the questions proper in round 3. That means we got another bonus question about to pop off, as the kids say. Somebody's going to get $5 in credit to our online store, and somebody at the end of the night is going to get a big old swag box. So, let's do this. When a cable news channel and a Big Four network love each other very much, they presumably create what channel that hosts that shouty Mad Money host, Jim Cramer? Your bonus once again, when a cable news channel and a Big Four network love each other very much, they presumably create what channel that hosts shouty Mad Money host, Jim Cramer? Put exclamation point and the answer in the chat, and when you get it right, you're going to get an entry into the bonus drawing. And I know there are so many of those out there, but you just got to pick the right one, and now that you see people getting it right, you're fine. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to get those in, and I'll come back and let you know the actual answers in just a bit. Round 3, multiple choice round on anger and coins. Let's take a look at the answers for this particular round while you continue to get those bonus entries in. Number 1, who voiced the hero Red in the Angry Birds film? Is that Jason Statham or Jason Sudeikis? I think it would be a much different movie if Jason Statham did it. So, yeah, it's Jason Sudeikis of Ted Lasso fame. Jason Sudeikis at number 1. Number 2, what's the value of the most valuable coin in the Eurozone? Is that 2 or 5 euros? Well, sadly, you can't carry around a 5 euro coin. It's 2 euros. 2 at number 2. Number 3, which literary heroine owns a convenient suitcase of gold coins that she uses to pay for everything, including heroin? Anne of Green Gables or Pippi Longstocking? It's Pippi Longstocking. Notorious horse user Pippi Longstocking. Never read the books. I just assume that's what's going on. Question number 4. If your penny has an S mint mark, that means it was produced in San Antonio or San Francisco. It is San Francisco. And I have a weird story about this. My dad used to do a lot of metal detecting. He considered himself a treasure hunter. And he got permission from the neighbor lady when we were growing up to metal detect her front yard. And he found a penny, and it had an S mint mark, which, you know, it's kind of rare. And then he looked at the date. It was 1909. And he flipped it over, and it had VDB on the bottom. That's the initials of the dude who actually designed the penny. So a 1909 SVDB penny, in any condition, is worth thousands of dollars. So he sold it for like $4,000 and never gave that lady a damn thing. Because she only said, if you find gold, I get to keep it. Well, we just found a penny. Sold it for $4,000. Anyway, question number 5. Probably gave her like $100. Metal detect the front yard, dig up the backyard. It's all euphemisms for Niagara of lovemaking. Anyway, number 5, selective outrage is Chris Rock's latest stand-up special. Yes or no, did he go into the whole Will Smith slap thing? Of course he did, because selective outrage is the bit that he talks about it, and that's the name of the special. So of course he went into the slap. Of course he did. Why wouldn't you? If somebody slapped me on stage, I'd definitely talk about it on stage. A lot. Number 6. The Malice at the Palace was a big old 2004 brawl during a home game. For which NBA team? Well, we know it's the Pistons because they play at the Palace at Auburn Hills. At least they used to. I don't know if they still do. Gosh, I need to follow basketball a little closer. Either way, it's the Pistons. At number 6, number 7. Which book of Judeo-Christian scripture involves pouring 7 bowls of wrath on the world? 7 bowls of delicious wrath. Was that Genesis or Revelation? Well, we know that was Revelation. Revelation at number 7. Here's number 8. In World of Warcraft, 1 gold coin is worth how many copper? 100 or 10,000? 10,000. You get 10,000 copper for 1 gold in wow. World of War, wow. So let's take a look at that bonus question. Just doing some copying and pasting. No big deal. No big deal. Okay. So that bonus question, once again, is when a cable news channel and a Big 4 network love each other very much, they presumably create what channel that hosts Mad Money with Jim Cramer? That, of course, is CNBC, not MSNBC, not NBC Sportsnet, not NBC, not NBCQ, NBC Twee, whatever the hell NBC. There's so many NBCs out there. No, this is CNBC. It stands for Corporation National Broadcasting Corporation. I assume. Cable? NBC? Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. None of it matters. That is it for the first 3 rounds of quiz. That means we're moving on to round 4. Round 4 tonight. Oh, by the way, if you do win tonight, you know the drill maybe, but maybe you don't. If you do win tonight, make sure that you send us a direct message on Twitch with your email address. I know they call it a whisper. I know it's weird. It sounds creepy, but just whisper us your email address and somebody will get in touch with you and tell you how to claim your prize. Cool? Cool. That's how we do it. Anyway, round 4 is called Do Your Bit. And it's a whole round on LGBTQIA plus comedians for Pride Month. So let's go. Number 1. A decade before he was cast on the show, what Australian-born Chinese-American comic was voted most likely to be on Saturday Night Live by his high school classmates? Question number 1. Once again, a decade before he was cast on the show, what Australian-born Chinese-American comic was voted most likely to be on Saturday Night Live by his high school classmates? Round 4, do your bits. An entire round on LGBTQIA plus comedians. We are at question number 2. Number 2, Lena Waithe became the first black woman to win a comedy writing Emmy in 2017 for the acclaimed Coming Out episode of What Aziz Ansari series. Question number 2, once again, Lena Waithe became the first black woman to win a comedy writing Emmy in 2017 for the acclaimed Coming Out episode of What Aziz Ansari series. For question number 3. Number 3, Golden Globes host Jared Carmichael narrated Igor, the 5th studio record by what rapper and Odd Future co-founder? Question number 3, Golden Globes host Jared Carmichael narrated Igor, the 5th studio record by what rapper and Odd Future co-founder? Do your bits. Whole round on LGBTQIA plus comedians. We are at question number 4. Pakistani British comic Mawan Rizwan will be performing songs about birds at this summer's Fringe Festival in what Scottish capital? Question number 4. Once again, Pakistani British comic Mawan Rizwan will be performing songs about birds at this summer's Fringe Festival in what Scottish capital? 4, question number 5. Number 5, during an episode of Finding Your Roots, Tig Notaro learned that she's related to what feminist activist and co-founder of Ms. Magazine? Question number 5, once again, during an episode of Finding Your Roots, Tig Notaro learned that she's related to what feminist activist and co-founder of Ms. Magazine? Question number 6. Let's do 6. Time is linear. Fortune Feimster plays a math genius CIA agent in what Arnold Schwarzenegger-led Netflix series about an undercover dad and daughter. Question number 6, once again, Fortune Feimster plays a math genius CIA agent in what Arnold Schwarzenegger-led Netflix series about an undercover dad and daughter. Number 4, do your bits. A whole round on LGBTQIA plus comedians. We are at question number 7. Number 7, before presenting QI in the Great British Baking Show, Sandy Toksvig wrote Valentine Grey, a historical novel set during the second incarnation of what conflict between the British Empire and the South African Republic. It's a lot of words. Question number 7, before presenting QI in the Great British Baking Show, Sandy Toksvig wrote Valentine Grey, a historical novel set during the second incarnation of what conflict between the British Empire and the South African Republic. Round 4, do your bit. Here's question 8. Number 8, earlier this month, Hannah Gadsby curated an exhibition at the Brooklyn Museum critiquing what problematic Spanish Cubist painter, who she said she absolutely hated in her stand-up special. Question 8, once again, earlier this month, Hannah Gadsby curated an exhibition at the Brooklyn Museum critiquing what problematic Spanish Cubist painter, who she said she absolutely hated in her stand-up special. Number 4, that's it for the questions proper. Here is the next bonus question. Your next opportunity to get $5 big in credits at our Shopatorium and maybe a big swag box at the end of the evening. Just as a reminder, which you already know, the way you answer the bonus is you put exclamation point and the answer in the chat. Get entries into the drawing, and then the drawing happens and somebody wins. Here's that bonus question. Bob the Drag Queen will be appearing as the opening act for what Material Girl's upcoming celebration tour? Your bonus once again, Bob the Drag Queen will be appearing as the opening act for what Material Girl's upcoming celebration tour? An exclamation point and the answer in the chat. Get those entries in. I am going to give you a little time to do that. And then when I see fit, I'll come back and let you know the answers for this round. The easiest bonus question of the evening so far, I would say. So let's move right along with the answers to round 4. Round 4, a whole round on LGBTQIA plus comedians. Question 1, a decade before he was cast on the show, the Australian-born Chinese-American comic who was voted most likely to be on Saturday Night Live by his high school classmates is Bowen Yang. Bowen Yang at number 1. Number 2, Lena Waithe became the first black woman to win a comedy writing Emmy in 2017 for the acclaimed coming out episode of Master of None, the Aziz Ansari series Master of None at number 2. Number 3, Golden Globes host Jared Carmichael narrated Igor, the 5th studio record by Tyler, the Creator. Tyler, the Creator at number 3. Number 4, Pakistani British comic Mawan Rizwan will be performing songs about birds at this summer's Fringe Festival in what Scottish capital. That, of course, is the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Edinburgh Fringe at number 4. Mawan Rizwan is hilarious. If you're not aware who Mawan Rizwan is, if you watch the UK version of Taskmaster, which why wouldn't you? You know who Mawan is. He was on a much earlier season, maybe season 10. I can't remember, but very funny stand-up stuff. Does a lot of stuff with Joe Lycett online, but yeah, going to be at the Fringe in Edinburgh. A woman I used to date years ago is going to the Fringe this year as a performer, and I am jealous. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of jealous. Question number 5. During an episode of Finding Your Roots, Tig Notaro learned that she's related to what feminist activist and co-founder of Ms. Magazine? That is Gloria Steinem. Gloria Steinem at number 5. Number 6, Fortune Feimster plays a math genius CIA agent in what Arnold Schwarzenegger-led Netflix series about an undercover dad and daughter. That would be Fubar. Fubar is the series. Actually got to do improv at a comedy festival in Idaho, and Fortune Feimster was the headliner. This round is great for very tenuous connections to comedians for me. Question number 7. Before presenting QI in the Great British Baking Show, Sandy Toksvig wrote Valentine Gray, a historical novel set during the Second Boer War. Second Boer War at number 7. And then this last season of Taskmaster was amazing. Season 15 of the UK Taskmaster, really good. Just recently wrapped up. If you have a chance to watch it, you should. If you're not caught up, get caught up. And number 8. Earlier this month, Hannah Gadsby curated an exhibition at the Brooklyn Museum critiquing a painter that she absolutely hates, and that, of course, is Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso at number 8. So let's take a look and see if I have a winner for the old drawing. Looks like I do. So let's move on to that bonus question. Somebody's going to get $5 in credit to our shop. Somebody's going to get a swag box at the end of the night. Bob the Drag Queen will be appearing as the opening act for what Material Girl's upcoming celebration tour. That, of course, is Madonna. I mean, really, if you say Material Girl, you're probably talking about Madonna. And this was no exception. Subsequently, Pablo Picasso was never called an asshole. You sure about that? Anyway, round 5 is the video round for the evening. So get your video watching brain engaged. Let's find out together what this is. It's called The Weakest Link. There's Wink dead. Tonight's round 5 is brought to you by the new season of Weakest Link. So to celebrate, name these video game franchises being played by perhaps not the strongest gamers. Let's name each video game franchise. Here's number 1.
I salute my fallen enemy!
Go around me, you prick!
I salute my fallen enemy!
No!
So, yeah, that is round number 5. And Great Gobbo, that someone is Grant. Yeah, Grant made the round, and a couple of them, he just literally played very badly and recorded it. So sometimes that's how we make rounds at Geeks Who Drink. Going back, somebody asked what time is that show on? Which show? If you're talking about what I was talking about, Taskmaster, it's on in the UK, so you just kind of have to figure out a way to pirate it or buy it later. But somebody was posting the episodes on YouTube in almost real time this season, so I don't think they were supposed to be, but I got to watch it in mostly real time. But yeah, there's 15 series of it, so if you've never seen it before, you can absolutely catch up. No, DJ Susie, you didn't miss it. If you mean quiz, you didn't miss it. We are done with the 5th round of quiz. We're about to see answers, but you didn't miss it. We're back. We're back from break. Oh, boy. And we're about to see the answers for round number 5, which is the video round tonight, where you usually have to name movies or TV. We threw you a curveball, and you had to name video game franchises being played very poorly. Let's take a look at those answers together. That first franchise was Donkey Kong Country. Just Donkey Kong in general. I'm going to hide my big dumb face so you can see more of the answers. Number 2, that is Kirby. Oh, look how cute he is. So tired. Put his sleeping cap on and put him under the blanket on the moon. Number 3, that is a Batman Arkham video game. The old Arkham Asylum or whatever. Number 4, Dr. CMS, that was Donkey Kong Country, but you could put, or yeah, whichever one. But Metroid Prime at number 4, so Metroid franchise. Number 5, that one's a little bit more obvious. That is Plants vs. Zombies versus the Board of Education. Number 6, that is Grand Theft Auto. Was doing the exact same voice for Kirby. Oh. Number 7, that is Katamari. Katamari Damacy, but Katamari franchise. number 8. That is The Legend of Zelda, of course, that you all got to see. So, now that that is all out of the way, we're going to take a look at the standings, see how y'all are doing, which we're not going to do. I'm just kidding, because we can't do that. It's not a live quiz. But if you'd like to go to a live quiz in your area and you don't know where one is, which I don't know why you wouldn't know, go to our website, geekswhodrink.com, and find yourself a live quiz. But don't do it on Monday. Keep coming back here because we like having you. Anyways, now that the first 5 rounds are in the books, it's time to move on to round 6. Round 6 is the second 16-point round of the evening. It's called 3 Tunes and a Lie. Each question is a list of 4 movie musical songs. 3 are from the same musical, but 1 is not. For 1 point, name that movie musical, and for the second point, pick the song from the list that doesn't belong with the others. Right? For 1 point, name the movie musical. For the second point, name the song that doesn't belong in the list. Here's number 1. 2016, How Far I'll Go, Island Breezes, Logo Tapate, and You're Welcome. 2016, How Far I'll Go, Island Breezes, Logo Tapate, and You're Welcome. Round 6, 3 tunes and a lie. Number 2. 2016, Another Day of Sun, Audition, City of Stars, and Los Angeles Killed Me. Question number 2, once again, 2016, Another Day of Sun, Audition, City of Stars, Los Angeles Killed Me. Name the movie musical and then name the song that does not belong. Round 6, 3 tunes and a lie. It's a 16-point round. We are at question number 3. Number 3, 2007, Good Morning Baltimore, Style My Curls, Welcome to the 60s, and You Can't Stop the Beat. Question number 3, once again, 2007, Good Morning Baltimore, Style My Curls, Welcome to the 60s, You Can't Stop the Beat. Noped out of 3 movies about 20 or so minutes in. Great Gabo said something like that in the chat. And I realized, as much as I like Wes Anderson, 2 of the movies that I was just like, nah, this is dumb, I can't watch it, were Wes Anderson movies. So it's like, I guess for me, it's got to be The Sweet Spot, and that's it. It's like, it was Life Aquatic, I couldn't watch. I started watching The French Dispatch, and I was like, I don't know where this is going, but it's boring, and I can't watch it. And then Sideways, I noped, but I actually went back and finished Sideways. I regret every day that I exist that I did it. But, yeah. That's weird, because I try to like a lot of different movies. I love movies in general. And sometimes, I guess, sometimes you got to be in the right mood for a movie. And you just can't help if you're in the wrong mood for a movie. Because, I mean, nobody would look at Wes Anderson's body of work and say he makes bad movies. Sideways, maybe not the worst movie, but I could not identify with the characters, and I didn't like any of them. Anyway, question number 4. 2008, Dancing Queen, Don't Stop the Music, Honey Honey, and Voulez-Vous. Name the movie musical and then pick the song that don't belong. Question number 4, 2008, Dancing Queen, Don't Stop the Music, Honey Honey, and Voulez-Vous. Though I do like musicals. I enjoy musical theater. I was a drama kid. I also lettered in like football. It's okay. You can do both. Played hockey for 25 years. And I've seen Wicked from the front row at the Schubert Theater. these things can go hand in hand. Question number 5. 2019, all is found, into the unknown, kick some ice, when I am older. Question number 5, once again, 2019, all is found, into the unknown, kick some ice, and when I am older. Gabo, no, I didn't letter in drama. I lettered in journalism, though. So I had that on the back of the jacket. Get them academic letters. They were all old English font and cool. I liked them. But no, didn't letter in drama. Apparently it wasn't good enough to letter in drama. But journalism? Man, you draw a couple political cartoons, they'll give you a letter. Question number 6. 2021 blackout, Carnaval del Barrio, Mambo Italiano, Piragua. Question number 6, once again, 2021 blackout, Carnaval del Barrio, Mambo Italiano, Piragua. I just like that right now we're all talking about how we peaked in high school. So, former gifted kids. Question number 7. Number 7, 1993, Jacques Clement, March of the Pumpkins. This is Halloween, and what's this? Question number 7, 1993, Jacques Clement, March of the Pumpkins. This is Halloween. What's this? Rusty is asking what the year was on number 1. Anybody remember? I could go back and look, but I don't know if I want to. Hold on. I'll look for you just because I'm a nice fella. Hold on. Let's see. Number 1. Oh, boy. Okay, the year on number 1 in round 6. Number 1's year was 2016. 2016. All right, but we're not on number 1. We are on number 8. Number 8, 1978, Be a Lion, Ease on Down the Road, Glinda's Theme, and Over the Rainbow. Question number 8, once again, 1978, Be a Lion, Ease on Down the Road, Glinda's Theme, and Over the Rainbow. Round 6, 3 tunes and a lie. Your name in movie musicals, and then name the song that doesn't belong in the list. But the questions proper are done. That means it is time to move on to the very next bonus question, where somebody's going to win some credit to our store and maybe even a big swag box at the end of the night. Here's that bonus. Lies and Falling Slowly were songs from what sad Irish people musical named after the number of times we've thought about it since 2007. I don't know if you guys are going to get this, but give it a shot. Exclamation point and the answer in the chat. Cool. Everybody's already getting answers. It's great. Lies and Falling Slowly were songs from what sad Irish people musical named after the number of times we've thought about it since 2007. Get those answers in. Get those entries into the drawing. Going to give you a little bit of time to do that. And I'll come back and let you know the answers for round 6 in just a bit. Round 6, 3 tunes and a lie. We are going to move on to the answers for this particular round. See who gets that sweet 16 points from this particular round. Number 1, 2016, How Far I'll Go, Island Breezes. Logo Tapate, and You're Welcome. Out of that list, you know that's Moana. And what doesn't belong? It's Island Breezes. That's more of a Bartles and James wine cooler. Question number 1 is Moana and Island Breezes. Question 2, 2016, Another Day of Sun, audition, City of Stars, and Los Angeles Killed Me. That is La La Land. If that's the movie you noped out of, well, there you go. It's La La Land. And the song that was not in La La Land is Los Angeles Killed Me. La La Land and Los Angeles Killed Me at number 2. Number 3, 2007, Good Morning Baltimore, Style My Curls, Welcome to the 60s, and You Can't Stop the Beat. That is Hairspray, of course, and Style My Curls, not in Hairspray. Got Hairspray and Style My Curls at number 3. Number 4, 2008, Dancing Queen, Don't Stop the Music, Honey Honey, and Voulez-Vous. That is Mamma Mia. And Don't Stop the Music, not in Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia and Don't Stop the Music at number 4. Number 5, 2019, All Is Found, Into the Unknown, Kick Some Ice, and When I Am Older. That is Frozen 2. And I'm actually kind of sad now that Kick Some Ice, not a musical number in Frozen 2. Frozen 2, Kick Some Ice, and number 5. Number 6, 2021, Blackout, Carnival del Barrio. Mambo Italiano and Piragua, well, that is In the Heights, and Mambo Italiano nowhere near that movie musical. In the Heights and Mambo Italiano at number 6. Number 7, 1993, Jack's Lament, March of the Pumpkins, This Is Halloween, What's This? Well, we know that's The Nightmare Before Christmas, and if you've ever seen that, you know that there is no such thing as March of the Pumpkins, although maybe there will be in the future. The Nightmare Before Christmas and March of the Pumpkins at number 7. Wait a minute. All right. Anyway, number 8. 1978, Be a Lion, He's on Down the Road, Glinda's Theme, and Over the Rainbow. That is The Wiz. And Over the Rainbow does not make it into The Wiz. Wait a minute. Anyway, the Streamlabs is acting up. So hopefully, if a little refresh, good, it's going. So I can close the entries, pick the winner. Great. Everything's going very well. And yeah, Kick Some Ice could easily be in the Mighty Ducks musical. I don't know why we don't have a Mighty Ducks musical. Why don't we have a Mighty Ducks musical, Mighty Duck people? Anyway, we do have a winner for the giveaway, so let's move on to that bonus question. Somebody's going to bid some credit to our store. Somebody's going to get a swag box at the end of the night. Lies and Falling Slowly were songs from the sad Irish people musical called Once, which really was just an excuse for editorial to make a joke about not thinking about it since 2007. So Once is the answer. So that means the only thing left is the final round. The final round is the random knowledge round. This is where anything can happen. 16 possible points. If you saved your Joker, goddamn, you're a genius. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? I said, the final round is a random knowledge round. It is also a 16-point round, which means that some of these questions are going to have multiple parts, be worth multiple points. So, yeah, it behooves you to pay close attention. However, I'm going to tell you how much each question is worth. And the best part about this format is it's going to be on a screen. So that's multiple ways to figure out how much each question is worth. And we're going to start at number 1, coincidentally worth 1 point. Number 1, Philly food scientist Eugene Gagliardi invented both popcorn chicken and what iffy beef product that became the backbone of the crappiest of Philly cheesesteaks. Question 1, once again, Philly food scientist Eugene Gagliardi invented both popcorn chicken and an iffy beef product that honestly only a total jabroni would put on a Philly cheesesteak. Final round, random knowledge, 16 points on the line. We're at question 2, and question 2 is a 2-point question. 2 inquisitive points, as a matter of fact. In 2014, Facebook paid almost $20 billion for What I Am service, and Mattel released a Barbie doll with a jean jacket, black leather miniskirt, and stockings last year to commemorate what Tina Turner's signature song. Question 2, once again, 2 inquisitive points. In 2014, Facebook paid almost $20 billion for What I Am service, and Mattel released a Barbie doll with a jean jacket, black leather miniskirt, and stockings last year to commemorate what Tina Turner's signature song. Final round, random knowledge. Question 3 is a 1-point question. 1 big point at number 3. Jeffrey Wright plays the host of the Junior Stargazer Awards in what oh-so-quirky new film that anagrams to a dirt society. You have your anagram, unscramble it, find your answer. Question 3. Jeffrey Wright plays the host of the Junior Stargazer Awards at what oh-so-quirky new film that anagrams to a dirt society. Final round, question number 4. Number 4 is the 3-point question. You tell me, would you wear it on your head or your feet? Trilby, Keffia, or Pampootie? Question number 4, 3 points. It's either something you wear on your head or your feet. Trilby, Keffia, Pampootie. Round, random knowledge. You got 16 points on the line. Going to be make or breaks, especially since you're keeping track of your own score and you're always honest. Always. Question number 5. Well, number 5 is a big 1-point question. McDonald's deep lore demands a new value meal, complete with purple shake, to commemorate today as the birthday of what terrifying lumpen character? Question number 5. Once again, McDonald's deep lore demands a new value meal, complete with purple shake, to commemorate today as the birthday of what terrifying lumpen character? Question 3 was, the anagram question. So you got your anagram, you unscramble it, find your answer. Question number 6. Number 6, 3 points for each country. You name its most populous neighbor. And when we say neighbor, of course, we mean shares a land border. France, Iran, and Panama. Question number 6, 3 points for each country. Name its most populous neighbor. France, Iran, and Panama. Final round, random knowledge. Question number 7. It's just 1 point, but might be the 1 point you need to win this game, especially since, again, you're scoring yourself. And a pretty good middle finger to his attacker, what Indian-born novelist says that he's writing a book about getting stabbed on stage. Question number 7, and a pretty good middle finger to his attacker. What Indian-born novelist says that he's writing a book about getting stabbed on stage. Say what you will, but at least Will Smith didn't stab Chris Rock. But again, if I got stabbed on stage, I would definitely talk about it. Question number 8 in the final round. It's a 4-point question. 5 different teams representing Florida have played in a Super Bowl, World Series, Stanley Cup Final, or NBA Final since the start of 2020. Name any 4 of those 5 teams. Once again, number 8, 4 points. 5 different teams representing Florida have played in a Super Bowl, World Series, Stanley Cup Final, or NBA Final since the start of 2020. Name any 4 of those 5 teams. Random knowledge, 16 big points on the line. That is it for the questions proper. Time to do that final bonus question of the evening. It is your last opportunity to get in on the $5 in credit or the big swag box. So here we go. Mojitos and daiquiris were both popularized by what macho author who also mixed absinthe and champagne to create his own death in the afternoon cocktail? Just going to do the last name. Just like round 1, it's an author. Just do the last name. Exclamation point, answer in the chat, and you're going to get an entry into the drawing, the final drawing of the evening. So get those answers in. I'll give you a little time to finalize that, and then I'll come back and let you know the answers for this final round in just a bit. Getting your answers in, getting those entries into the drawing. Awesome stuff. Let's take a look at the answers for this final round. Question number 1, Philly food scientist Eugene Gagliardi invented both popcorn chicken and the iffiest of iffy beef products, Steak-'em. Again, seriously, who would put that? Who would do that? Who would put that into Philly? I mean, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't judge. Steak-'em at number 1. Number 2, 2 inquisitive points in 2014. Facebook paid almost $20 billion for WhatsApp. And Mattel released a Barbie doll with a jean jacket, black leather miniskirt, and stockings last year to commemorate What's Love Got to Do With It? WhatsApp and What's Love Got to Do With It at number 2. Let's see. Metal Yoga Head, what the F is that Steak-'em stuff? Steak-'em is go to the freezer aisle in your local Walmart, and somewhere you'll see this package. It's red and white and black. It says Steak-'em. It is very thinly cut pieces of beef, frozen, and you just heat it up in a microwave. Yeah, it's glued together. It's bad. I mean, if you need some quick protein, I guess. But there's better ways to do it. Question number 3. Jeffrey Wright plays the host of the Junior Stargazer Awards in what oh-so-quirky new film that anagrams to a dirt society. That, of course, is Asteroid City, the new Wes Anderson movie, which actually looks cute. I'm definitely going to see it. Hopefully I don't nope out of it. Asteroid City at number 3. Number 4. 3 points. Would you wear it on your head or your feet? Trilby, that is a fancy little hat. You wear it on your head. Keffia, yeah, you wear that on your head. And a Pampootie, you don't wear it on your butt. No, you wear it on your feet. So head, feet at number 4. Number 5, McDonald's deep lore demands a new value meal complete with purple shake to commemorate today as the birthday of Grimace. Terrifying character Grimace at number 5. Number 6, 3 points. Name each country's most populous neighbor. If you're talking about France, well, you're talking about the reason they built the Maginot Line. That is Germany. Iran, or Iran? It's Iran. I know. I just keep saying it wrong because I'm a fool. Anyway, Iran, that is Pakistan. And Panama is Colombia. So Germany, Pakistan, Colombia at number 6. Number 6. Yeah, Grimace. I've heard that Grimace is supposed to be a taste bud, which is even more terrifying. Anyway, number 7, and a pretty good middle finger to his attacker, the Indian-born novelist who says he's writing a book about getting stabbed on stage. But, of course, it's Salman Rushdie. Salman Rushdie getting stabbed on stage. I mean, this is a dude, you know. He's done that. He's done all that stuff. People don't like him. It's all right. Got to pick a winner for this whole thing. See what's up. Anyway, let's do this. Question number 8. At 4 points, 5 different teams representing Florida have played in the Super Bowl, World Series, Stanley Cup Final, or NBA Final since the start of 2020. You had to name any 4 of those 5 teams. Miami Heat, they're playing tonight. They're losing to the Nuggets. Florida Panthers, they're currently behind in the series to the Vegas Golden Knights. Tampa Bay Lightning, of course, they got 2 back-to-back cups, then lost to the Avs last season. Tampa Bay Rays, in baseball, they do all right. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with that, they ended up winning that championship with that old-ass Tom Brady. Why you do that? Anyway, I'm going to see if I got a winner. No, I don't. I don't have a winner. I got to pick a winner. All right. Hold on. It might be. Let's see if I got a winner this time. I don't have a winner. I'm going to pick a winner. I swear to God, it's going to freaking happen. It is going to happen. We're going to pick a winner. Pick the winner. Oh. It's picked the same person 5 times. Oh, my God. Okay. Holy crap. All right. I'm telling you, everything's all right. Everything is fine. So I'm just going to move right along to this bonus. Oy. All right. So that bonus question, mojitos and daiquiris, were popularized by what macho author, great death in the afternoon, blah, blah, blah. It's Hemingway, Ernest Hemingway, right? Thank y'all for coming out to play the Big Geeks Who Drink virtual edition pub quiz right here on the Twitch. We love having you out. I love hosting. I love every single aspect of this. It's so much fun. Also, don't forget that what is the relationship between New Me, Eat Your Fad, right, Derek? Well, why don't you tell me while I'm saying goodbye? But anyway, if you were ever in Colorado Springs on a Thursday night, come see me host this thing live, with one exception. In June, if you're in Dallas, if you're in the Metroplex, Thursday, June 22nd, I am going to be at the Plano House of Comedy for the World Series of Comedy Satellite. You can come see me tell a couple of actual jokes in person if you're in the Dallas area. And if you're in the Colorado Springs area, early July, I'm going to be back at Looney's Comedy Corner, which is my home comedy club. But thank you all so much once again. Some people have been to my quiz and introduced themselves to me in person. So once again, thank you all so much for coming out. Love having you here. Go to our website, look up stuff, do stuff, buy our stuff, and we will see you back again next Monday. Good night.